Parlor Guitar. This small-bodied instrument was the standard for home entertainment in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, before amplification existed. Pioneered by brands like C.F. Martin and Washburn, these guitars usually feature a compact 12.8-inch lower bout and a short scale length, making them ideal for extra light or silk and steel strings. While it lacks the deep bass of larger models, its narrow waist and compact shoulders produce a focused, mid-range heavy sound that sits perfectly in a room without overpowering a conversation. Concert guitar. Often referred to as the size 0, this body style represents a slight step up in volume and physical presence from the Parlor. The standard for this size was established by C.F. Martin and Company and closely mirrors the proportions of a traditional classical guitar, featuring a 13.5-inch lower bout that is typically paired with light strings. While the shape is nearly identical, classical guitars are built with lighter bracing and wider nuts to accommodate nylon strings, whereas the concert are braced for the higher tension of steel strings. It offers a more balanced tonal profile that begins to introduce a bit more resonance in the lower frequencies while maintaining the clarity of the high notes. Grand concert guitar. This shape is frequently designated as the double O and is widely considered the quintessential size for traditional blues and folk fingerpicking. A staple of the Martin catalog, this shape measures roughly 14.1 inches at the lower bout and excels with light gauge, 0.012, strings that allow for easy note bending. By increasing the width of the lower bout, the guitar gains a more robust voice and better sustain without becoming cumbersome to hold. The design strikes a specific balance where the strings respond quickly to a light touch, making it a favorite for technical players who value nuance over raw volume. Auditorium Guitar. Commonly known as the Triple O or OM, this is perhaps the most versatile body shape ever designed. The OM features a punchier 25.4-inch scale and 1/4 inch bracing, while the Triple Zeros typically uses a slinkier 24.9-inch scale and 5/16-inch bracing for a warmer, compressed sound. Famously favored by Eric Clapton using Triple Zeros and John Mayer using OM, both typically utilize light strings to maintain their signature evenness across the fretboard. It features a thinner body depth than a Dreadnought, but a wider silhouette than the smaller concert models, resulting in a very even frequency response across all 6 strings. It transitioned the acoustic guitar from a purely rhythmic instrument to a lead voice, offering enough projection for a small hall while remaining articulate enough for recording studios. Grand Auditorium Guitar. Developed as a modern hybrid, this shape takes the dimensions of an auditorium and gives it more depth and a slightly wider lower bout. Pioneered and trademarked by Taylor Guitars, this 16-inch shape is the go-to for modern songwriters like Taylor Swift and Jason Mraz, optimized specifically for light gauge phosphor bronze strings. It was designed to handle both heavy strumming and delicate fingerstyle playing with equal competence. Because of its multi-purpose nature, it has become one of the most popular choices for modern performers who need a single instrument that can adapt to various genres and playing techniques. Dreadnought Guitar. Named after a class of large battleships, this iconic shape changed the acoustic landscape forever by providing unprecedented volume and bass response. Originally created by C.F. Martin and Company, the Dreadnought is synonymous with legends like Bob Dylan and Neil Young, utilizing medium 0.013 to 0.056 gauge strings to drive its deep 4.8-inch body. It features a wide waist and a deep, square-shouldered body that allows the soundboard to move a significant amount of air. This design was specifically built to help guitarists compete with the loud banjos and fiddles found in early bluegrass and country ensembles, and it remains the industry standard for flatpickers today. Round-shouldered Dreadnought. This variation softens the sharp corners of the standard Dreadnought, resulting in a slightly different tonal character that many describe as warmer or more woody. Most famously associated with Gibson's workhorse, the J45 model, played by Bruce Springsteen and Elliott Smith. It features a 24.75-inch scale that responds beautifully to light strings. By curving the shoulders, the instrument loses some of the aggressive boom found in the square-shouldered version and replaces it with a smoother, more blended sound. It is a staple of classic rock and Americana, valued for its ability to support a vocalist without masking the nuances of the singer's voice. Jumbo guitar. This is the largest of the standard acoustic shapes, characterized by a massive lower bout and a distinctively pinched waist. Gibson brought this king of the flat tops to market with the SJ200, used by icons like Elvis Presley, George Harrison, and Pete Townshend, requiring medium strings to fill its 17-inch lower bout. The sheer size of the body creates a huge internal volume, leading to a deep, resonant sound with a shimmering high end that is often called a piano-like tone. Despite its size, the narrow waist allows it to sit lower on the player's leg, making it more manageable than its proportions might suggest. It has a long history in country music and is famous for its ability to fill a stadium with sound. Grand Jumbo Guitar. Taking the jumbo concept to its absolute limit, this oversized instrument is built for maximum acoustic output and dramatic visual presence. Manufacturers like Guild and Gretsch produce these 18-inch wide titans, frequently used by players like Brian Setzer for their stage presence, which require medium or heavy gauge strings to support the high tension. It pushes the boundaries of how much air a guitar can move, offering a wall of sound that is rich in overtones and incredibly powerful in the bass register. While it requires a bit of physical effort to play, the reward is a massive, cinematic voice that smaller guitars simply cannot replicate. Travel guitar. Often referred to as a 3/4 size or travel guitar, this ultra-compact body shape was popularized in the modern era by artists like Ed Sheeran, pioneered by brands like Martin with the LX1 series, and later refined by Loudon. These instruments feature a 13-inch lower bout and a significantly shorter 23-inch scale length, making them the perfect candidate for extra light or specialized high-tension strings. Despite its smaller size, the shape is engineered for a punchy, mid-range focused projection that cuts through a live mix with remarkable clarity. Its portability and surprisingly robust volume have made it the primary choice for stadium-filling performers and nomadic songwriters who need a professional-grade voice in a travel-ready frame.